You ever just felt like walking? I don't know. Today's just one of those days that I just kind of feel like walking on a trail, okay? Not like in the street. And in today, we are actually at the park nearby, and we're gonna thoroughly explore this park. Now, this is a place where I've been to multiple times. I've been there, been up there, been to Lizard Rock, but this time we're actually going into the canyon and gonna go down through to another park. And it's gonna be like a 10-mile, maybe even a 15-mile hike. We got a couple peaks to do that I see. They're kind of like not free climb. There is a trail leading up to them, but I would like to just go for a walk, man. I don't know. You never know when this is just never going to be able to happen again. You know, you never know when you're going to lose nature or anything like that. Trust me, it's happened before. So yeah, and then tomorrow we're actually going to be going for about an 8-mile hike. So yeah, this is going to be pretty awesome. So yeah, nothing crazy today. Just heading into this valley. We're actually going to be able to see a waterfall, the teepee, which is pretty cool. You'll see that coming up. And a really nice valley, to say the least. But just taking a walk today. Tomorrow, like I said, we got a couple peaks to do, warming up these legs. We're gonna be doing another peak here, right here, and then probably free climb a couple of others because I saw a couple on the All Trails map. But not bad though. I mean, it's kind of just a walk. I mean, right now we're on the path. It should turn into a trail, maybe. I mean, this is considered a trail. I really don't know. I've been down here before, but I've never gone past. We're gonna be crossing a road, literally. And I was debating. I was like, you know what? I could either drive to the trailhead and just start up the mountain hike, or I could just take a nice walk. Cause like I said, sometimes I just want to walk. I don't know. Like I said, just never know when nature will be taken away from you. So always gotta enjoy it while you can. Plus, I actually got the backpack full this time. I did forget food. I can't believe I forgot food. Luckily, I ate lunch right before I left, but I have one protein bar, thankfully, but I forgot food. But I did bring water. Don't worry. It is a little bit of a hot day. Windy, thankfully, but yeah, it's pretty cool. And we'll be able to actually do a comet hike tonight. So tonight is also another thing. I wanted to see if I could actually see the comet on my camera. If I can actually see the comet on my camera, we're going to be driving to a dark sky place to actually take a photograph of comet. I think it's Lemon B, something like that. Sometimes I don't know the names. The only ones that I know of are Comet Neowise from 2020. That was in my heart right there, because that thing looked amazing. I got so many photos of that. But yeah, pretty cool. Not a bad hike so far, and let's just keep enjoying the walk. Alright, so this is absolutely nothing crazy of a waterfall, but I will say the fall colors, okay, California. So yeah, nothing like I said. We're going to see a couple of things along the way, like obviously this waterfall here. Again, I came here during the summertime, and it was like, I think I posted that video, and it was just a bunch of algae, but it is actually starting to be pretty nice. Plus also these fall colors, dude. Like, hello? Yeah. But it looks like something must have wind or the water, the strength of the water, must have taken these all down. I don't really know how that works, honestly, but it does look really nice. We still got a long way to go. We're about 1 mile in, and probably about another like 5 miles till we get there. So just to get to not just the peak itself, but like just to the road. I don't know. I've never taken this way. We got to go this way, I believe. I got to check all trails, but it looks really nice. I will say the like atmosphere that we're in right now looks nice and shady down here. Looks really nice. I like this spot. It's all sewer water. All right, we have finally started to hit a place where I have never been. This is my first time walking it ever. I've always only closed the high ground, but you know, your park has to be explored. And now this is a bike lane as well. Whatever. But it is just a flat, like, nice surface road, I guess you could say. But we'll see. We'll still keep an eye out for things. Still anything could be out here. Pretty excited about this. It's 2.4 miles to the road. So it's just gonna seem like a nice breezy walk, nothing crazy. See if I see anything, and then we'll get to the mountain point exactly. So yeah, see you guys there. Got a little river crossing here. Nice of them to put the boards, but even better of a view, honestly. Now this all goes to the water treatment plant, which we're going to be passing here, which is going to be pretty exciting, I guess. I don't really know. But I think this is like at first I always thought this was a campsite, but it is not, sadly. I wish it was a campsite. I'd be sleeping here every night. Hill Canyon parking lot. Paradise Falls. How are we in Hill Canyon parking lot? So yeah, I originally thought this was a campsite, and it would have been really cool to hike to here as a campsite, but it's just a picnic area, which is really unfortunate because that would have been really cool. But it's a state park, and I'm sure it's not. But look at that, dude! Like, set up a tent right in there. That was so cool. So cool, man. But nice little river crossing. Yeah, not much really going on. Just kind of walking in the canyon. Like I said, should be a pretty nice hike, but oh, look at that. All right, so we reached the water treatment plant, which is honestly a lot quicker than I thought. So far, we've hiked all down there. Now, Lizard Rock is on the other side of that, which ironically enough apparently links up to it. But welcome to exploring, where you probably could have taken a shorter route if you'd known that. But I'm trying to see which way is the fastest way to go, because I'm not trying to waste time. I want to go for a walk, but yeah, this is the closest I've ever been to it, actually. I've always seen it on the mountaintops, but it's pretty cool to be down here, I guess. Nothing crazy. I really don't know. It's just a water treatment plant. That's about it. But we'll see which way I take. Got two options here, so we'll see. So we decided to take this route. This way is actually avoiding all of the loops and stuff like that. And to be honest with you, maybe we'll hit it on the way back. This is 0.1 miles. The other one is 0.4. We're also gonna be walking like directly along the water treatment plant, which not exactly my favorite, but it is a quicker way to get to that and less miles. And that's kind of like what I want to do at times, because I still want to get to the mountain. But I know I said I wanted to go for a hike, okay? But yeah, I don't really know what's happening other than there's a loud noise, and I don't know if you can hear me or not. All right, well, we have finally reached out of the water treatment plant, and this is where things get interesting. We will be walking on the road to get, I believe it is either that mountain or somewhere in these mountains right here. But we have a little bit of a walk on the road, which should be interesting, I will say. Very interesting, to say the least. But about 2.2 miles in, like I said, I could have gone the other way, but the problem is it would have brought me like down and around, and I just want to get to the mountain. That's like my main goal. It is currently 3:10, sunsets at 6, and I still have to walk back. I parked my car back there, and I want to be back, and this is the crazy part, okay? I have a lot of things planned. I need to be back to a certain rock/mountain at sunset so that I can get the camera set up and I can start trying to find that comet to see if it's visible or not. So it's a lot to do, but that's why I shortened it a little bit. I said I wanted to go for a walk. I could have easily just parked like somewhere along these roads, but I never walked through Wildwood Park before. So I was like, you know what? Why not, right? But I think there's a trail right here to Hill Canyon Trail. No, we're not trying to do that. We are going to walk on the road a little bit here, which I am personally not a big fan of, but it looks like a one-lane road. Yeah, it literally just looks like a one-lane road. Not something that I would normally do, and probably shouldn't even do it to begin with, but the good fun part about exploring is you walk. Got boots, got water, got one snack, which is not good, but I got one snack. I got a camera. I'm all good. So yeah, trying to get to this mountain and then a couple of other mountains, and then we'll make our way back into this park for another 2.2 miles. So we're looking, like I said, at about maybe 10 miles max today. Maybe even 11. Who knows? It'll be a lot of fun. This road looks so cool. It looks abandoned, but the thing is, it's not. But like so few people use it because of the water treatment plant. But it's just so cool to walk on. It kind of feels like I'm like back in like the middle of the desert. There's no one around. It's just me. That's like one of the biggest things that I really just don't like about LA hiking is you never feel like you're alone. You always like know there's someone nearby or something like that. Which is, I guess, kind of scary to think about as well, but also could be something that you might like. For me personally, when I like hiking, it's like, I like the middle of nowhere, you know, but like, look at that. Oh, wow. Look at that. Mid-talk, huh? Trail's coming up here somewhere, actually. Apparently there's ATVs here, or dirt bikes as well. Nice. But yeah, like, I just feel like I'm back in the middle of nowhere. There's no one around. It's just me. It's just pretty cool, so. But I know on the other side of this is like just full, so it's pretty cool. But I think we are going to be heading up to that mountain up there, and then we're going to hit up a couple of others on the way. I'm just kind of going off of all trails, zooming in, not exactly what. Okay, did not expect this. We have to cross an entire river basically, and there's no boards like there was last time. This is literally just us. Oh my God, there's ducks. How the heck? What? There's the trail. Okay. This is it's literally a giant trail. Like, oh my goodness. Okay. So I am across one, but I can't get across the next. There's only 2 rocks. It's not that I would drown or anything like that, but apparently I think this trail is closed. I was just taking a look at it on All Trails, and it has a red block, and I'm pretty sure that means it's closed. Oh no, dude. Okay. I don't know why it's still on All Trails, but I guess they have a red block next to it. So I just looked it up to see. I just wanted to make sure I wasn't stepping in any anthills. I've done that many times before. But I think we're just gonna head back to the road. Possibly stay in the park that we were at and just call it a day. Crap, look at me. Anthills, dude. Look at this. And it's funny, if you step on it, they'll attack you like there's no tomorrow. You want to tell me that it's my first time here without telling me it's my first time here? Thankfully, I did not walk all the way. I wanted to check. I was like, let me see if the trail connecting to the park is open. So I zoomed in, and it has a red block on it. Now, I can't get any service. I don't know why. I'm in the middle of a valley, but other than that, I can't get any service. I'm not taking that risk. This day is just, I mean, it's not falling apart. It's still a beautiful day out, but the plan to get to Mount Elliott is gone. It's wiped off the floor. So now we are going to walk entirely back to where we started, right by the water treatment plant, and then we're just going to take a different route. We're just going to walk again. I mean, tell me if something doesn't go to plan without telling me. I mean, literally almost everything that I've planned so far, except the walk here, has not gone to plan. So, okay, so I finally did get service. I actually did look it up. It is closed. Didn't know that. Never experienced a closed trail in my life, actually. So that was interesting. But yeah, I did not know that the park or that trail was closed. But we do have a nice trail here. Lizard Rock Trail. That's exactly where we're going. So now we're just kind of looping around, which is funny because there's actually a red block on this trail up a little bit. I want to see what it is. But yeah, it has a red block and it says closed on it. I didn't know that, but now we know. After thinking about it, we're just gonna go for a walk. Right across the street, there's a bridge with a possible trail. It's 3:42. If I went this way, I would be back by like 4:30. Sun doesn't set till 6:15. We're going back. What am I doing with my life? What am I doing? I'm exploring my area. That's exactly what I'm doing. I saw another hiker, same backpack as mine, and he was heading that way. And I'm like, huh, Maybe I should have crossed the river. I didn't know. I don't... It doesn't say on all trails that a red block means that it's closed. So, I don't really know. I'm going to take this bridge here. I've seen a bunch of people cross it. And we're going to kind of just go from there. We're just going to walk. See what we can find, see what we can't find. Maybe we will get to the top of the mountain. I don't know. We'll see when we get there. Oh, man. Crazy, crazy, crazy. I just don't want to go back. The plan was to be home by sunset. A little delayed right now by walking back, but as long as we get to the end goal, that's all that matters. Okay, well, funny enough, I found a different entrance. Let's just walk all the way back to what we just did. Okay, we are on the right trail. The trail is not closed. I took a wrong way. Although the trail that I did take was actually closed. I did ask someone, and they said, yes, during the times of the day, that part of the trail is actually closed due to that river crossing. So that was nice to know that I at least got some, answer. But I should have taken this way for sure. But now that we know for the future if I ever want to take this in the future. And we also do know that I can park over there if I don't want to walk this far again. Because right now we are at 4 miles, and we still have 4 miles to go back. Plus we also have about 3 miles up there. So, yeah. Sometimes when you're just walking around and you don't know the area or like whatever it is, or it's your first time, it always will be that fun trial and error. And that's what I did in Vegas. I did that so many times. That it was closed, or no, nothing was ever closed, but like I got lost. I took a wrong turn, whatever it is. But either way, we're on the right trail, and we are actually going to get to the mountain today, which I'm pretty excited about. It is 4 o'clock. We will definitely get up there by 4:30 maximum. Pretty exciting stuff. So where I'm at right now, I can actually see Lizard Rock, and that's something that I really like to go to. It's a short hike, about 2 miles, 3 miles, but I can actually see it from here. We still have all that to go. We're just gonna take a break here for a second, kind of stretch it out, nothing crazy. But taking a look at this valley here, dude. Look at this. The valleys of California. California, man. Rock out. Oh gosh, I didn't even do it. Rock out, man. Yeah, we got about another couple miles, but not bad. I really do enjoy this hike, and it gets me out of the house. I didn't secure my bag properly, and I knew something was wrong because I felt the weight on my backpack, and I was like, yo, what is going on? It turns out I didn't secure it properly. And I was like, dude, my back is killing me. My herniated disc is an issue, but I think on the way there, we're actually going to just take that trail right there, as you can see, and it leads... Is that a fire? Oh, that's just a cloud. There was a fire here yesterday, but yeah, we're going to take it right up there, and look at that valley, dude. Now we're just surrounded. You know what's funny? I found this mountain by climbing to Lizard Rock, and now I see one of these mountains, and I'm like, what mountain is that? And we're going to look it up on Ultras, and we're going to go to that mountain, and then we're going to find another mountain. That's just how it goes. Now, I don't think, we are going that way, but there is a vista point that I'm just going to check out really quick. We're here. Always do stuff when you are there, because you never know when you're going to come back. So yeah, we got a vista point up ahead with a beautiful valley. Now, it looks like the mountain that we are heading up isn't too bad. It looks like it's just that one right there. But it is about 1.5 miles total from here to there. So we're looking pretty good today. Oh, it's got a little drop down, dude. Take a look at this. Oh, wow. A nice little bench, too. Oh, yeah. We already got my shot last time, but... Dude, look at this. It's a little windy right now. I'm sorry. Holy crap. It's extra windy over here. Look at that. Nice little drop off, huh? Time to go skydiving, huh? It doesn't look far on your screen, but dude, this is amazing. Oh, what's up there now? See, this is what I'm saying. You're gonna find a new mountain every single time. After we're done this, you know, maybe we'll find one right now. We're gonna head back on this trip. We're not gonna get a shot here though, but we're just gonna keep going. We're so close. We have gone 5.8 miles. I don't know why. This was only, you know, funny enough, this trail itself is only 5 miles. And we said, nah, we're gonna walk all the way from over there, cross the street, and get to the top of this mountain. We're almost there though. We're gonna chill up there for a little bit. And here's the view so far. Look at those mountain ranges, bro. Look at them. Now, one of the things that I guess I don't really enjoy very often is when I get to a top mountain, I don't want to see civilization. As I was saying a little bit earlier, I'd rather know that I'm out here alone versus civilization, but when you're close by, you gotta do it. You know, it doesn't hurt to walk. It doesn't work to have fun. So we're almost at the top here. We're gonna chill, probably have that protein bar, and kind of head out. Oh, but it does look really nice. Take a look at this view here. Oh, well, I mean, there's the glaring sun, but just take a look at this mountains on mountains, views on views, baby. Let's get to the top. It's a little bit of a steep incline. I'm gonna plug in my phone here. Did not realize I was at 3% here. Rule number one of climbing a mountain is once you get to the top, you gotta find a comfy rock to sit on. Now this isn't exactly the most comfy rock, but it is a rock and it is comfy, especially after hiking. That was really cool. That was the main goal of this entire video, was to just go for a walk. I knew an end goal. Obviously, always sometimes have an end goal, but it took some. We got it closed off. We found a new one. We definitely could have saved some time, but we made it to the top. That's the most important part. Funny enough, we're gonna be heading right over here, literally right there tonight. On the way back, that's where we're going. That's where I normally climb, and then this is where I'm going. So we're a little higher than normal, which is nice to see. But I'm gonna just take in these views, man. It's not the greatest view to me, and let me just start off by saying, like, you know, I have, like, this view right here is spectacular, okay? And it's a better view than I ever, like, can imagine, especially, I have a very, how do I put this? Oh my gosh. I have a very, blessed, I guess you could say. But, you know, to me, I would rather have the mountains, which we're going to tomorrow, but to see houses, but the mountains are just spectacular, especially over there, dude. We're going to face that way very shortly here, but, yeah, I'm just very fortunate. That's the word. That is the word that I'm looking for. I'm very fortunate to be able to do this. So, you know, I'm still very thankful for this view. I mean, just look at this view, dude. You got the mountains, not so much the houses to me, but the views on views on views. Just amazing. kind of just watching this sunset. I don't want you staring at it. It's absolutely gorgeous. You know, it really does come to a time where, you know, as I'm sitting on this bench and it's like perfectly peaceful, sun setting, I'm sitting here, I'm about to get a great B-roll shot of it, but like, just get out and walk. I can't express that enough. You don't gotta do something crazy, but seeing these views, man, it doesn't have to be the greatest views. It doesn't have to be very far. I walked from my house to here. Now, not everyone has that luxury, I understand that, but there's a park near you most likely. Go out and walk, see something new. Look at the ground, see a bug or something. I'll kill the bug, but it's just, oh man, what a view on view with the sunset. You know, as I'm watching this beautiful sunset, which I do have to leave sadly soon because I'm in an untamed area. I don't really know where I'm at. I don't want to be here really past dark, but it's like I think about, I'm very fortunate to just be able to experience this, and you know, and as I always say, like, you don't have to have something like this. Maybe these mountains don't intrigue you. Maybe it's the forest or something, or it's the beach, whatever it is. I really think that getting outside just frees up so much of your life. You know, these last couple of days I've been just super stressed. That's why I've just been saying like, hey, let's go for a walk. And it's just, this like makes you not think about it as much as I'm literally saying it, but it's really nice to get out and just go for a walk. It doesn't have to be around here. Go around in your neighborhood, clear your head, go for a walk. Dude, I'm getting bit by something and it's making me mad. But just go for a walk somewhere around your neighborhood, around a local park. It doesn't have to be the mountains, it doesn't have to be the forest, it doesn't have to be, you know, like a scenic area. Just get out, go for a walk, clear your mind. That's exactly what I needed, and I've been saying it the whole video, but it's exactly what I needed, and I'm really glad that I was able to do this. Beautiful sunset, getting bit by some sandflies or whatever it is that I'm getting bit by at this point. Probably just a bunch of rocks or something, but I'm gonna be heading down the mountain now. But what an absolute beautiful